together for Mr. Andy Ho!
Hello, thank you. Hello. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for warming him up. Thanks for really getting him warm here. That was great. That's my buddy Scott there. He got me into this gig. Anyways, really, that was great. I'm gonna look wicked now, I think. It's gonna be good. Okay, no. Guys, I think there's been a really serious prank been pulled on the city of Toronto for the last couple of years. Has anyone noticed, and I'm not a political guy, but has anyone noticed that, like, Rob Ford is just a baked ham? Like, he's, like, not because he's like a fat guy at all. That's not why I noticed. Just like, he just is an actual ham. Like, he got the bone, there's bits of pineapple on him all the time. Like, have you guys noticed that? I think there's an elaborate Nutty Professor-like trick going on here, and none of us are figuring it out. Like, seriously, he smells like cloves. I'll try another political thing, even though, again, I don't know shit about politics. But when Dalton McGuinty came into power, like, a bunch of years ago, I was pissed. And, like, I'm a liberal guy and everything, so, like, I was cool to see that happen. But he upped the price on malt liquor at the liquor store. And I was in university at the time, and back then you could buy 2 40s of Old English, commonly known as OE by me and my gangster friends, for under $8. You could buy 2 40s of them, and he raised it to like $4.50. And I was pissed for like 12 years. And when he resigned, I was like, yes, take that, McGuinty. Now let's get someone in there who's gonna lower the price of 40s right away. I have not had a 40 since he upped the price, though. What do I care? Why am I excited about that? And no one's gonna do that. No one drinks Old English. Unless you're Eazy-E, and you're not, because you died of AIDS years ago. That's just really what happened to Eazy-E. I think when you think about it, me and Hugh Hefner aren't that different. I'll explain, because I feel like you're not convinced right away. Hugh Hefner is a guy who is like 100 years old or whatever, but he wakes up every morning and wears pajamas, silk pajamas in a robe, and I wake up every morning and I put on jogging pants and a Molson Canadian terry cloth house coat. He looks at pictures of naked chicks all day and makes decisions. I look at pictures of naked chicks and try not to think about my life decisions. And he ends his days by watching shitty old movies surrounded by blondes. And I usually end my days watching shitty movies, and this is the best I can come up with, and sometimes listening to the band Four Non-Blondes, which is not true. It's not even true at all. But Hugh Hefner, like, can you fucking believe this guy? Like, can you believe that he never actually just feels like wearing regular clothes, ever? Like, I get it, it's comfortable, and like, you can do whatever you want, man. You're Hugh Hefner, you know, you made $1 million or whatever. I don't know the economics on that. But like, you don't tell me that like 6 o'clock rolls around and you're like, all right, it's time to put on real person clothes now. Like, doesn't he get that weird sweat that I get when you're sitting at home just watching TV, looking at pictures of naked chicks all the time? Like, you get that sheen on you, man. I gotta put some socks on or something at least. Like, come on. I'm not even wearing a shirt most of the time. Like, how do you do this? In the early days, did he experience anyone just being like, okay, cool, yeah, no, we'll go with her, and yeah, that spread looks great. And can you put some actual pants on? Are you gonna get dressed today, sir? Like, if you found this guy walking around and you didn't know who he was, you'd be like, come with me. Like, we're going back to the home, like you obviously escaped from. Like, you know, a pretty rich, cool home, I guess, but like, come with me, Grandpa. Like, oh yeah, sure, the girls, yes, the girls will be very happy to see you. The guy gets 700 hand jobs a day, is what I'm saying. I don't know, I guess he dated triplets. Tell me that's not weird, man. Like, how are those girls okay with that? What's going on in their lives where they're like, sure, this guy's 84 years old and me and my 2 sisters are gonna bang him all at the same time. Anyways, that's just observations. I'm getting back into fruit these days, which I think is important for everyone. I just hit 30, so I'm like, all right, it's time to take life seriously now and expect death at any second. So let's get into fruit. Let's try to be a little more healthy. The problem with fruit is candy just tastes like fruit. So sometimes you feel like you can substitute them, you switch them out. But there's key differences that you can kind of clear yourself in. Your brain's like, no, this isn't working, man. Like when you have gummy. No matter how much a gummy will taste like a fruit, you're just like, that consistency is not right, man. That consistency isn't right. If you're eating a fruit, if you bit into an apple and it had a consistency of a gummy worm, you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this apple? What has happened to this apple? It's congealed. That's not supposed to happen. That's a weird fruit disease that apple has, and you would cast it aside normally. Blue raspberry also, like what? Like candies are like, oh yes, here, try this raspberry flavor. Hang on, this is blue. What are you trying to pull here? You know what I mean? If you saw a blue raspberry, you'd be like, no, warning sign. That's nature's warning sign. Do not eat this, you rabbit or bear. That's who eats fruit in nature. I do love the technological advances we've made when it comes to fruit, though. Like getting rid of seeds. Like, think about it. Seeds. Who likes seeds? Who likes seeds in their stuff? No one. You ever have one of those clementines? Those are supposed to be seedless. Those are all supposed to be seedless. You ever bite into a clementine piece and it's got a seed in it? You're like personally offended. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck off, Maroc. Get out of here. This is garbage. Bad batch. Don't eat them. Stay away. You tell your friends. You're like, well, you don't touch them. You don't want to risk it, right? It's like when you bite into a Subway sub and you get a piece of bone in your chicken sub. You're just like, ugh. The rest, it's not even worth it. Like, I'm not even going to try anymore. Your friends come over. You can have one, but there might be a seed in it. It's like, the whole batch cast aside. Which is why the pomegranate is the worst fruit in the world. It's just nature's garbage bin. It's just, you ever cut open a pomegranate? It's all seeds. It's all nothing. I'll never forget the first time I had a pomegranate. I was like, I'd never had one before. I was like, I'm gonna test out this fruit. I'm gonna see what's into this. Well, I heard it's great. I heard it's good for you, oxidizers. I cut it open. That's all. I'm like, must have got a bad one. All right, that's it on Mandy Hall. Thank you very much.